Welcome back to the Project and Materials YouTube channel. If you want to access additional updates and tutorials on project writing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It is assumed you're done writing your project from Chapter 1 to 4 and the Chapter 5 outline include recommendations. In this video you're going to get insight on how to begin with the Chapter 5 recommendations. In our previous video we discussed on the summary and conclusions outline for Chapter 5 project writing. Now, let us proceed with the next outline. Recommendations in research are conclusions or suggestions that researchers make based on their findings. These recommendations can be used to inform policymakers, practitioners, and other stakeholders about the implications of a particular study's results. Recommendations should be evidence-based and clearly articulated so as to ensure they are actionable and useful for decision-making. They should also take into account any potential ethical considerations associated with implementing them. Additionally, it is important for researchers to consider how their recommendations might impact different groups within society before presenting them publicly. It implies that in line with the findings and conclusions, you should integrate cogent and applicable suggestions or hints on how to solve the identified organizational problems. Certainly. Here's an example. Recall that in the background of the study for Chapter 1, we introduced a topic on the effect of social media on human relationships, in this case of the recommendations. 1. Initiatives aimed at promoting digital literacy and critical thinking should be implemented to educate individuals on discerning between credible and misleading information shared on social media. This could involve educational programs, workshops, or online resources emphasizing fact-checking and responsible social media usage. 2. Educational campaigns and workshops should be developed to promote healthy online behavior and etiquette within relationships. Providing guidance on respectful communication, boundary setting, and navigating online interactions can mitigate the negative impacts of social media on relationships. 3. Collaborative efforts between governments and social media platforms are essential to establish clear guidelines or regulations addressing harmful content that affects relationships. These guidelines should focus on promoting positive engagement while curbing misinformation, cyberbullying, and content that adversely impacts relationships. 4. Individuals should be encouraged to exercise caution and responsibility in their online interactions. Encouraging users to fact-check information before sharing or commenting on social media can significantly mitigate the spread of misinformation and reduce potential harm to relationships. 5. Victims of online harassment or harmful content impacting their relationships should have access to support mechanisms and avenues for redress. Establishing support helplines, counseling services, or online platforms offering assistance can aid those affected by negative social media interactions in seeking help and guidance. Note: recommendations in research are conclusions or suggestions that researchers make based on their findings. These recommendations can be used to inform policymakers, practitioners, and other stakeholders about the implications of a particular study's results. In our next video we shall discuss on implications of the study outline for Chapter 5 project writing. Remember to share and recommend this video to your friends for project writing insight.